Okay, great.
Welcome back.
Hey, oh, there's Angus. Excelente. I see Mary is here. I don't see any audio on her, but that's okay. Well, it's not okay, but okay. All right, so welcome everybody. This is Monday, August 1st meeting of the Sconset Advisory Board for the HDC. And members, when I call your name, please respond if you are able. I'll start at the top. Angus McLeod.
Here.
You. Caroline Ellis.
Here.
Clement Durkis.
Here.
You. Mary Lathrop Will.
Here.
Thank you. All right, and let's see, I guess I'll take a motion, the adoption of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. I hear a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, and with that, I think we have item number 1 under new business, which is 49 Sankety for, there's 3 applications, a garage, a pool, and a cabana. And this does go with the old business item, which is the same address for the main house.
And we've looked at that?
We did look at it and it went back to, yes, we looked at it before and it went to the HEC, and hopefully we can see the plans, the revised plans for the house. But shall we start with the, in order with the garage, the pool, and the cabana?
Sounds
Well,
good.
let's look at it holistically.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd
okay.
like to see that the garage and the cabana represent the architecture of the house. I mean, it's really going to be crammed in there.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right.
May I interject? Did you say you wanted to see the first one, 49 Sankety, the garage, or look at the
Yeah.
main house first?
What do you have up there, Esmeralda?
This
That's
is the garage.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's do it in order. Keep it simple.
Oh, and that comes first? That's the garages on Sankety Road? Great.
And do we have a site plan? Or,
Yep, there we are.
okay.
So it is in front of the main house on Sankety Road.
Yep.
Great.
Such a shame. It's like the one where the Ruddicks, that ruined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome to Levittown. Sankety
Right.
Road has now become Levittown.
I know, what a shame.
All right. As we could look at some of the elevations. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
How tall's the garage?
Yeah.
30?
I can't read it.
Yeah, it's a little small. Okay, good.
23, 11.
Only 23 feet for a garage on Sankety. Jeez.
Yeah, I think that maybe could come down some. This is Rob.
Are there any photographs of the existing house?
It doesn't exist.
It's an
Oh, there's
empty
no
lot.
house.
It's an empty lot.
It's an empty lot that's just going to have a garage, a pool, and a cabana, no house?
No, the house is there.
The house is there, Angus. We looked at it a couple of weeks ago, and it was sent back for revisions, and so we're going to see that.
You
in the
can see
next-
that the house spans the entire lot. The width of the lot.
Right.
Well, yeah, setback to setback, as Ray Pohl said, and it looks like they reduced it a little bit from the first one, but
I
Does
say,
anyone remember what the height was of that house?
I don't think we can do this without seeing the house.
yeah, I think you're right.
Sorry, but that I just,
Yeah,
I
think
agree.
it's yeah. All right, so we're gonna, if we can, ask, can you go to the, I don't have the agenda in front of me, but it's 49 Sankety in the old business.
You should turn the house and put the garage behind the house.
Okay, bear with me. I'm looking for it.
Yep, thanks. You're really good. You were just in Matticat, now you're in Sconset.
Okay, there it is. So,
Okay.
And their comments,
Yeah, I recall that they wanted the two sides, the two massing on the sides to come down at least 2 feet. There it is. The additive massing roof line should be brought down at least 2 feet. Give the main mass more prominence.
Backus had some good comments too.
Those were our comments.
So what did the and the height,
I'm sorry, yeah. Of course I agree with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
what is the height of the house now? If it came down a couple of feet?
If, yeah, we're not sure it did.
Yeah, I mean, they cite the house next door as giving them license, but we found that to be problematic when we weighed in on that. This is just, yeah.
It's hard for me to tell what that dimension is. Is it 29?
Yeah,
29.
29 and a half. So pretty much 30.
So if that
You know-
came down to 27, I think 23 is too high for this garage.
Yeah,
I think just last week or the week before, I was presenting a two-story house that was 20 feet.
yeah. Yeah, this is clearly a max out, and I would appreciate them bringing this overall height down a couple of feet. Anyway,
I don't really see any improvement in these proposed. I mean, so they changed it into a dormer instead of a window. What? I don't know.
from the doghouse.
I noted Abby's comments said something about additive massing, drop the additive massing. Well, it appears that they've sort of done that, but yeah, the side masses.
yeah,
The driveway takes up the whole front of the house and isn't appropriate for the house and street. Parking should stay on the right in front of the garage. So is the garage way over?
yeah. Okay, I'm just writing this down. Okay, so we'd like to, obviously, we'd like to bring this down. Thank you, Esmeralda. The overall height, we believe, is too high for this neighborhood. I mean, it's not Baxter Road. And it's an awfully big house, tall house for the northward creep of houses in Sconset. I mean, I think what they've done, one compared to the other here on the screen is nice, bringing that down. But I think the overall should come down, and just asking if that's the sort of thought of the rest of the board.
Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
And, yeah, yes, for height. The width is just terrible, though.
Yeah.
yep.
I'm really sorry. It's just massive. I mean,
Yeah.
it should go,
yeah.
15 feet on either side. It's just enormous.
Is that even the new house in the neighborhood is not that wide. The
Well,
one
my
that-
guess is this is a builder spec. This
Right.
is, yeah, this is a money grab.
Yeah, so we don't, regardless, it's just.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be in Sconset.
Okay, any more comments on this item? And then we'll go
Back to the garage.
back to the garage.
Okay.
Yeah, it just feels wide and boxy, and
Look at look at the span,
Yeah,
just huge.
can we go
Okay,
back
great.
to the
Yeah.
west facing, the
Oh,
street
yeah.
facing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, the front door is with almost, no wood in the door, like a panel or anything.
Hmm,
It feels much more like a back door where it's mostly glass, but a side light with one division in it and a front door with just 4 lights seems completely inappropriate.
Good catch.
And it looks like the gable above the door has larger windows than the first floor, and I'm wondering,
yeah, that's heavy.
it must be an upside down house. But still, we shouldn't know that from the outside.
yeah.
They took the left and right wings off. It would look a lot better.
Well, we gotta use up that acreage.
But it would be in better proportion.
Yep.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I've got a headache.
Also,
Okay,
I think it'd be preferable to have the roof hit closer to underneath, just at the sill height of the window. So whether that's lowering the gable to the point that the sill ends up hitting the roof, or or it backs up enough that the roof is coming up higher on it, but it feels awkward to have that much shingle underneath the windows.
On the second floor, yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Can we see how far that projects out? Which would be a side view?
Yeah, that would be either north or south. Flush. Oh, I see.
See, there,
Oh, yeah, there's an overhang from the second floor from the first floor to the second floor.
mm. Wow. Matched on the both sides.
It just feels top heavy.
Yeah,
The masses feel larger and the windows are larger. I think that needs to switch around. so that the windows are at least the same size on the first floor as the second floor,
All right.
or that the upstairs windows are smaller than the ones down below, but they already sort of, for the mass of the house, they seem relatively small.
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
I was trying to read the front door description. Oh,
Bob,
Okay.
did you make a note about the front door having
Too much glass.
hood and some, a panel and smaller lights?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
There must be another door, don't you think? Because there's a one to the right of what we're looking at. It would appear there's another door that has 4 lights.
I would have thought it was on the south elevation, but I don't see it.
I think it's east facing.
It might even be west facing to the right of the front door.
Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, but that looks, oh, God.
That's east.
Yeah, this is the back.
That faces the pool and the cabana, which we haven't seen yet.
Can we go back to the front view?
The west facer.
Yeah, so that off to the right, I think
Oh,
that
I see. Sure.
there's a single door there.
Well, that's, yeah, that accommodates the garage on that side of the building.
Again, something facing the street should be more like I don't know, a 4-light with a panel below it or something.
I see.
You won't see the right side of that building because of the garage.
How wide is the front porch? We can probably see that on the south elevation.
Length
Or the
or depth?
floor plan.
How width is it? I mean, is it like, what's the width? Is it like a bowling alley? Is it narrow front porch or?
Yeah, could we go to either the south elevation, Esmeralda,
Or the first floor plan.
or the first floor plan? Yeah.
front elevation previous?
Second floor. There we are.
No
So there aren't any
dimensions.
dimensions, but my guess is it's 8 feet.
So it's not an upside down house. That's interesting.
This is the yeah. The master bedroom has that little jut out of the,
Looking out at the pool. That's a big closet. Oh, I see. They've got a balcony overlooking the pool too, from the master.
Well, I think, so doesn't that mean the master's on the west side of the building? The overlook? of
I think it's on the
pool?
east. It looks to me as if it's on the east, but I might be wrong.
Well, then what's that little space, the staircase and the closet? And is that a little deck?
Hmm.
I don't know. Or it's just,
Hmm.
it just juts out with windows.
Yeah, this
Not
isn't,
Maybe it's an office.
okay.
oh,
Okay. Moving along, any other comments? on this
I
one?
know, Rob,
Yeah.
they changed what appears to be the front of the porch. Down below, it says
Mm.
previously proposed, and then now it shows white. And I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of the
It's-
shingled, yeah.
They were closing down the openings instead of, they were putting like pillars instead of just skinny little supports for the porch.
And
So
what,
is the
what is-
railing still shingled?
that's what I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Good catch. Let's question that because I think that the original front porch enclosures have a little bit more character than what this is showing. I mean, this just looks kind of cheap.
Well, it isn't clear if the posts go to the floor,
Exactly.
what they go to.
Yeah.
And I don't know that it says.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to.
All right, so let's note that as another issue that we're concerned about.
I got it.
Maybe that's why the porch looks so flimsy.
And certainly that front, the jutting, the upper portion with the 3 windows could definitely go back. It hurts nothing in the house. And it's unnecessary to have it sort of floating.
Right, with more weight and attention. It's more attention grabbing than is the front door, which is wrong.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What do I have to-
I think there's only 2 feet between the face of that and the face of the flanking dormer walls. So if they go back, it might end up being almost flush.
Oh, okay.
But it feels out of balance. It feels really heavy on top of the front door.
Okay, excellent. All right, any other?
The shield column
No.
seemed to like give that more support up there.
Say that again, Angus? Sorry.
Oh, if you look at the previously proposed, just the
Yeah.
shingled posts, columns underneath that.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not really underneath it, but in that elevation, it looks a little bit more supported and balanced, but it just feels awkwardly large and heavy. It's got the largest windows on the facade. And, it's a high gable. It's a dominant feature. And then the door is kind of recessed back and underneath that.
yeah.
It looks like it's got shingle patterning, and I think that they're just trying to do a nod to the house next door, perhaps. I don't know, but
Can you just say that, I mean, I'm asking a question, that it just doesn't suit the space, so come back with a new design?
Well, I think, I could say that, but I think that the particulars that they're going to want to hear, which Holly will read, I think sort of add up to that.
Okay. I'm just asking that question.
Yeah,
Because it
yeah.
as if you get nickeled and dimed with, and basically the house is too big for the lot.
The way it's configured.
Right. It could go the long way on the
Yeah.
lot.
You mean a narrower front main mass with a
Yes.
telescoping
Yes,
additive massing behind it?
yes, it could.
Yeah, that would be preferable.
Yeah, it does seem like the house just kind of landed out of the sky. Writing and commenting at the same time, not a good idea.
Very hard. Rob. Take your time.
All right, any other notes on this? And if not, we'll go back, Esmeralda, if we can, to the garage, item number 1. Thank you very much for your assistance. Wow.
You're very welcome. Adrian's gonna take over because I do
Okay.
have to run out and do other errands, but he will start running this meeting.
Okay, Adrian. Okay, Esmeralda, thank you so much.
Thanks,
You're-
Esmeralda.
No, you're very welcome, and I do apologize for the little tardiness. So
Oh, it's
No,
okay.
no worries.
I'm sorry my computer crashed, and I did have a call from Diane Coombs, and she said that there's internet problems all over the place, and
unfortunately, there is internet issues everywhere.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will get soon resolved. But
hopefully.
Adrian will start sharing.
Okay, great. Thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
Everyone, hang tight 1 second. Let me just get into the system here.
Do you think it's from the lightning, do you suppose?
Probably.
The chapel video was hit. Apparently.
Really?
Last week, yeah.
Yeah. And our phones always go out if it's lightning.
Did we have lightning last night? I know the courts are rained out today,
Yeah.
but I wasn't expecting any rain. Rather surprising.
Oh, look, Hopeless Harbor. Well, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Love those angelfish in Pulpus Harbor.
I know. 12,000 years ago.
No, they're coming soon with climate warming.
Oh, that's right.
Swimming this way.
For the hammerheads and the great whites.
I know. The hammerhead is such a curious creature, isn't it?
They are.
Who designed
So-
that?
The hammerheads don't eat large things. They're
No.
going for smaller fish, right?
They are,
Not like humans and seals.
right. They're just
Seems like a lot of blood in that video. Whatever the hammerhead ate,
Yeah, right?
yeah.
There's a cloud of that.
See, Clement, you're so brave. I would never watch a video like that.
Oh, I watched it. It's fascinating. Because I don't think hammerheads are supposed to be up this far.
It said he drifted off or something. He's the only one they've seen. Supposed to be southern waters.
Yeah, I thought so.
Might have followed the paddleboarder.
Poor guy.
At least he made it back. Gosh.
The hammerheads are so weird with their eyes on the ends of those
Yeah, that's,
stalks.
talk about design.
God,
Well named, however.
sort of the Edsel of the sea. It's-
Ooh, your mind is.
Okay, we back?
Yes, we are back.
That's a nightmare to have to do with.
This application is for the garage.
So they must.
This is for the garage, yeah.
I step forward, two back, right? So anyways.
Good, how are you doing?
Funny audio stuff going on. So I sort of did the typical consumer thing the other day. My monitor on my computer kept shutting off. And I realized it was 21 years old, so I just went and bought a new one. And I reconnected it, and all it does is shut off. So I've got two monitors.
Is Adrian loading something for us?
Yeah, he's working it out, I believe.
We are. Are you all able to see the application? Are you guys able to see my screen?
We
We
see the agenda.
agenda.
Yeah, we see the agenda.
Okay. Gotcha. So,
There it is.
There we go.
Yep. So our comment on this earlier was that it's too tall, rather large. It's pretty massive for a garage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can't read the small print. Which is the view toward the street?
It's this,
That would be the west view.
it's the one on the right-hand side top.
Okay, with the two windows.
With the two windows.
No, I'm out in the field.
Yeah, look at
Look, it's big.
Oh,
the roof in this elevation with this view. That roof plane is bigger than the building below it.
Certainly
Yeah.
building is bigger than the first floor.
Yep.
So
Too
this
big.
should come down.
Too big.
What is the pitch on that roof? Is that a 10?
Ten.
And
That's part of what makes it so high is the steepness, but I'd rather see the eaves come down closer to the heads of the doors, and those doors look high to me.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
looks like a
think
duck
there's-
barn.
I don't think those are 7-foot high doors. Is there a window schedule for this? Or doors?
Four panel door, right?
Mhm.
Glass, same as
Are
the
Is there a
main building.
schedule for the garage door?
there is
Maybe-
not.
Maybe on the
No.
application, it'll give the dimensions.
ah,
Yeah, we should
No,
know
this
what the
is-
size of those doors are and what they're made out of, and it's says wood, but are they painted? Is it natural?
I saw black sash. Black doors, black sash.
Oh, so it's the new look.
Yep, they're going contemporary.
I guess we could guesstimate how big the doors are, but I think the doors are up there and the eave is definitely up there. I would bring it down so that the top of that awning is at the top of the doors. And that the eave is in the same line with the eave of that awning, once it comes down to the top of the doors.
Oh, I see. Yep. Okay.
So basically lower everything.
Yeah, so the awning would come down 16 inches or a foot, and then the eave would come down another 2 feet. And I think, you know, a 9 pitch or something might work better, or an 8 pitch. The 10 seems like it just makes that roof quite large.
These are each 12-foot bays, 12-foot wide bays in this garage. Doesn't that sound rather large? Like twice the size you'd need?
I don't, yeah, who knows?
But you found that
9 feet is the new typical. It used to be 8 feet, but
Uh-huh.
now 9 is typical.
So
12
they've
is
gone for 12.
12
excessive.
is huge.
Yeah.
Do you
So if
find that-
they're 12, then the height has got to be at least 8 feet.
Well, maybe the cars are that tall. Maybe a Suburban is at a Land Rover 12 feet high. Or
At
11.
the most 7, but my guess is they're more like 6 feet or 6.5
Okay.
at the most for the top of a car.
Are these folding doors?
Yep. Those horizontal lines are the brakes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they come up into the ceiling.
Overhead. Yeah.
Yeah, overhead.
Overhead. Okay.
So you don't have to remove your bike before you drive in.
It's just
And you're-
enormous.
Jeez, the whole thing just feels so out of scale. I don't know of any, I mean, that where there's farm equipment in a barn, you know, that's one thing, but this is a residential neighborhood and a garage, and it just feels industrial or commercial scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's like the truck barn on, that was on Burnell Street that's now moved to off Clifton, 23 Clifton. Or,
Oh, yeah. Okay, any other comments? And I'm just gonna note in general the sighting of it.
Can we say we prefer to have the trim be gray?
Oh, yeah. Carolyn, you're really catching stuff. That's great. So this trim is what?
Black.
well,
The-
sash is
The
black.
doors and sash are black, but is the
Trim
trim is
gray.
gray.
Trim is already gray.
I see, got it. Yep, okay. Foundation's gray.
But the garage, the garage door itself is cedar to natural, or is it black?
I
It
think
says
that's
black.
too much
Looks
black.
black.
Yeah,
I would say natural for the garage doors.
Yeah,
And then what will they do with the windows?
You mean the
Probably
windows
leave
and the
them
garage
black.
doors?
Yes,
The sash itself could be painted a
Right.
color. That just seems like a lot of black for the whole doors.
yeah.
can we request that the sashes be gray?
Sure.
I don't know how you all feel. It just seems to me that
I agree.
it's- both
Yeah.
are such big buildings.
And they should all match.
Yeah. They, all of the trim, all the paint should be that gray.
Oh, boy.
It's a lot of building.
Okay, great. So we're gonna move on to the,
Obligatory cabana?
yes, I think that's next. Adrian, we're all set to go to item number 2. Oh, God.
I hate to ask this, but I'd love to see where it's cited.
Yeah,
If it's behind the wall of the house, I don't think you'll see it anywhere.
Or behind the
Yeah.
garage.
you put it on the street and make it a bus stop for the NERDA.
I know, it'd be charming.
And where the outdoor equipment.
How do you, yeah. Proposed,
There's an outdoor shower that's noted, but no outdoor equipment, pool equipment.
it could be, what is EL, what are all those numbers? Does that mean,
Ground cover, 180 square feet.
oh, sorry, I thought maybe that was describing equipment.
Elevation.
How are they gonna service the pool? How are you gonna get back there? How are you gonna, where are the landscapers gonna go?
Mm-hmm. Haven't thought that through yet, I'm guessing.
Ugh,
The house near, this is off track, I guess. Anyway, sorry. There is some place where they did that and they had to open up the back of the garage and make it garage doors so that things in the back could be serviced.
okay.
They've just got that 5-foot setback. They're gonna have to get all their equipment and stuff
Mhm.
through there.
Well,
Yeah,
that's,
'cause the-
I think that's why the window wells are not on the, or the window wells are on the east and west of the ends of the house. And I think that's because of the need to get equipment down that little 5-foot stretch.
Yeah,
But
that makes-
Where's the hedge gonna go?
yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Remember, this lot is a little bit below grade also. So they'll just raise the lot line or the lot grade a lot.
And we'd like to see the equipment.
Okay, I'll write that down, equipment. Are we okay on,
18 by 36 is the pool.
okay, yeah, we're gonna get that to that
Oh,
next.
that's next, sorry.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
okay.
I'd like to look at the cabana again.
Yeah, thanks. Stick with that.
Yeah, because we made no, I mean. So there is a little.
Does
kinda
look like a
changing-
bus stop.
Well, there's a changing area with a porch on the front. So that little changing area is walled in. The door is on the side.
which is the same what, Angus, that you objected to on the house
Yeah, the
Same.
4 lights.
style.
Well, this particular style, it is more appropriate for the rear, where it's not seen from the street, and for an accessory building, it fits with the rest of the theme of the 4 lights or the 2/2, depending on whether it's a window or door. I was just looking at that pass through from the little kitchen thing.
Well, now this is my question. Is that just open to
I
the
think
outdoors?
that's just a big opening,
Oh, it's not a picture window. It's a big opening.
unless it's the big screen TV to watch from the pool.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a thought.
I think it's a pass through from the kitchen, but is it possible to see more of the floor plan? Yeah, I think that's probably a kitchen, but it seems like they would want that to, to be able to close that. So what are they closing it with? Are those like bifold panels or, some other kind of thing? So I would have a question about the wall that runs behind the toilet and along to the front. Yeah,
It says something right there. There's writing right there. The little hand just hit it. Do you see? I don't know what it says.
Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of writing right in
Open.
the middle of
That's
that.
open window. But
Open.
I can't imagine that being open year round. So what's going to fill it?
Well, and how do you know that's a kitchen?
Well, there's a sink, and my guess is there's a fridge underneath and just kind of a service area for drinks by the pool.
And what's the big square? I don't understand. I mean, the rectangle with the door.
I would
What's-
imagine that's the sink.
No, but see where the hand is in the middle of a rectangle.
Oh, it's counter that goes around the whole thing. It's a U. It's a of counter.
U-shaped counter.
So in order to go from inside the pool house, you have to come out the door and around onto the pool deck.
That's
Either
right.
Either
That's
door,
awkward.
bathroom door or kitchen door.
Yeah, that's very awkward, isn't it?
Well, it won't affect my life.
Right.
Well, and I guess you stand at the open window and order
Yeah.
your drink from
Yeah.
whoever's inside.
That's right.
And there'll be wonderful, lots of refrigerators and stuff.
But there's no gas stove or anything else indicated, I guess.
That will be somewhere else. The barbecue will be somewhere else.
Yeah, well, the second they put a gas stove in there, it becomes a dwelling. So,
Yeah, right. Good point.
No, and they
If you
probably
could please
maxed
make
that out.
a note about what is going to close off that open window.
Mhm.
But honestly, I'm not sure that any of this is going to be visible unless they redesign the house.
You're right.
Yeah.
None of it will be visible.
okay, excellent. Okay, Adrian, if we're done with this one, let's move to the pool, please. Number 3. And I'm,
Definitely. Yeah, it's in the back.
yeah, it's in the back. It's got a
I don't know
spot.
who that property backs up to. Somebody
Yeah.
on Baxter Road.
Somebody on Baxter, you can see their name, might or might not be accurate. Oh, wait, this is the old, isn't this the Moffett property?
Yeah,
Wasn't this a Moffat's lot? So
Yes,
it
it
backs
was.
up to the Moffats, doesn't it? I mean, it
Yeah.
backs up to whomever bought from the Moffats.
right, which I think is Soros now, but, yeah, and this isn't showing the landscape plan or anything, so it's just. It's
That's
just,
all
Just a big pool.
I
Which is
would
the-
want to know where the pool equipment is planned to go.
yes,
And what the surround is, whether, what, are they gonna just pave the backyard or is there gonna be grass? What's
Yeah.
the,
That's probably going to be in the hardscape. I mean, the hardscape plan.
well, we don't have that plan, do we?
no, we don't, no,
Well, how can we approve the pool?
Yeah, no, I need to see it all. they need to track, let's say. We can't really approve the pool without tracking for hardscaping.
Right.
Just
So
too,
noted.
it's such a shame. It's just too big. It could go the other way.
I'll say it again, it's a money grab.
I know, but it's by somebody that should know better. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very discouraging.
Okay, so we'll do we'll track this with a hardscape plan to accompany the entire project. Anybody else on the pool?
No.
Okay, great.
Not small.
Okay, then let's, we'll close this one up and we'll go to item number 4, 4, 5, and 6, which is 7 Mile Road.
Oh, this is in addition to the main house, the existing house. Yeah.
Doing lots of stuff.
It was only a 3-bedroom house originally. I mean, it wasn't a particularly large house. Sitting at the end of the lane, it will be in its new iteration.
Wish they could put the garage doors to the side.
You mean step it back?
Well, just put them not toward the street, but toward the,
Well, putting the garage in the house.
yeah.
Suburban.
But, if the doors would face the other way, that would be really nice.
They probably
They
don't
may
have
run-
room
they-
to turn around.
Right. I think they ran out of lot because it's, if you look at the plot plan, this is an unusually shaped lot.
I know, I thought that was wonderful.
Oh,
7 Mile Lane, isn't that wonderful? The shell driveway,
And that's,
to the right of the house. Oh, I'm gonna cry, that's so wonderful. One car garage.
it's also a few hundred yards or 100 yards from the street, from the milestone.
Oh, is this way in the back?
Oh, it's way in the back. It backs up to conservation land, I think.
Is this near the cut through that goes to the Milestone Road?
No,
Remember the walking path or the right of way or something?
yes.
I think that's just a little bit west of this.
Okay. All right.
So, I mean, looking at the front elevation, it feels a little bit lopsided, like it's too high. That ridge of the gable that's proposed is
Yeah.
higher than the main mast ridge.
Yes.
Feels like it should be at least as low as the far right one.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe it could even start lower down so that there isn't any wall above the garage shed roof. Just get rid of that wall so that the roof just goes from steep roof to shallower roof.
That would be really nice looking.
I'm
Much
just
better.
thinking about somehow trying to match the right side of the house when you're looking at the front a little bit more. If the ridge drops and the eave drops, then that might
Eliminate that.
match a little bit more to the right side.
That would be very nice.
What about the other 2 elevations?
It seems like there's an.
Yeah, it does go up, doesn't it, between the 2 peaks? Where the hand is, yes.
The hand, we're divining the hand. Thank you, Adrian.
Welcome.
Yeah, I think it makes sense for that to drop to the height of the far left gable as we're looking at it now.
Mhm.
That ridge line
Uh-huh.
to come down. So
Yep.
that whole roof would drop like a foot or foot and a half, so that the eave would be the same height as that shed roof all the way to the left.
And well, as I'm reading this, tell me if I'm wrong, but that hole where the high roof is, that's the add-on garage. So why do we have 4 paneled windows?
Because above the garage, they're getting in an extra bunch of bedrooms.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But
Are
if
you thinking on the first floor, Clement, where there are
Yeah, on the
French
first
doors at the
floor.
back of the garage?
Yeah, right.
I think it's a bigger addition than that. I think it was a breezeway. When I looked at the plan the other day, the floor plan, I think it's kind of a breezeway area. There was a plan for it. I mean, for its use. It wasn't part of the garage.
At the back of the garage, I believe that there's a room that has these 4 French doors in it.
Yeah.
So there's enough room for a car and a bedroom?
It's a massive addition.
Wow.
My concern is with all the the second floor decking and staircasing. It seems very busy and I don't know. I mean, I get that it will only be seen from the conservation land, but not loving it.
No, I agree with you completely. And look at that huge porch. Both sides get bigger porches.
Mhm.
Is that a porch to the left, or is that in the bubble, or is that a pergola? Oh, down below, I'm sorry.
Oh,
There's
down
a
below.
pergola out in front of the porch.
I've got you. Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I think it would be preferable for the exterior stair to be better incorporated. You know, not sticking out beyond the gable end, but be somewhere within the deck. And it looks like there's doors coming all the way to the edge on one side and windows coming to the edge on the other. So like the only place that would be open would be in the middle, and I think that would be in the way.
So, okay, once again, are those stairs on the left, of those stairs that go down to like a basement? Or is that a deck, a first floor deck with railing off those
Right.
French doors?
I think that's what that is.
Well, they're French doors and a deck and then another door. Where's all that going?
Let's take a look at the architectural plans, the
Floor
interiors.
plan?
Yeah,
First floor.
yeah, this is helpful.
There's the second floor. What about the first floor?
There we go.
So there's that room. So it's like, it's a
Oh, I
whole
see.
nother room attached to the
yeah.
kitchen.
Yep.
And then
Wow.
those were actually 2 separate decks that look like they're connected, but it's separate. One off the living and then one off the sort of the laundry room hall. I wonder if it's really necessary. It doesn't look like the deck is high enough to require a rail.
On the
I'd
right,
rather see if they want to sort of delineate that from maybe bushes or something that are going around it. I'd rather see a bench go around rather than a 36-inch rail. But again, this is at the end of a drive and we can't see it, so
yeah,
but I would rather that wall or part of it anyway, what's facing north, I guess, of that exterior stair to be shingled rather than just a floating second story stair.
oh, yeah. And that would be shingling which part, Angus? The open part?
Basically, Yeah, so, yeah, and this, exactly, this view, the north elevation, that you wouldn't see a rail. It would just be shingled all the way up to the top.
Read as a wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be better, much better.
Yeah, okay.
and it could just be shingled around the corner to the landing, and then the rest would be, open stair. But I think the part that faces the street would be better off not floating like that. But I think the biggest thing that's going to help this, and it's probably even going to be visible from the street, is lowering that left gable till it comes down to the roof. Till the second floor roof comes down and meets the shed roof below it.
Gotcha.
And not an extension of it, but the whole thing dropping down.
Great. Okay. What else do we have on this address? Item number 5. Jeez, I couldn't even print out my agenda today. Oh, pain.
This item is a new shed.
Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah.
I see the shed. Have we approved the pool already? Or does it already exist? We have to relocate septic. Oh, I see. This is the whole, yeah. Yeah, that one's fine. I don't have any problem with that one.
Yeah. It looks like the buildings at the old water company. It's terrific.
Yeah, yeah. How tall is it? It doesn't look too tall.
Looks about 12 feet, maybe.
Yep, 12.7. Good.
Okay, any concerns on this one?
Nope.
No,
Excellent. And let's move to, I guess, which is the pool.
It seems like there's a lot of hardscaping, but in fact, it's pretty well situated. It'll be fun for them.
well, we still have the lawn, open lawn, yeah. And
Yeah.
once again, where's the pool equipment? Nobody will hear it, wherever it is, that's for sure.
Right, because this is right up against conservation.
Mhm. The deer will hear it.
Good, maybe that'll disturb them.
They don't like
I-
pools either. They don't like pools either. It makes their eyes red.
Better for us to see them at night, hopefully.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I have no concerns with this pool. It seems like it's well suited, sated, situated, whatever.
I don't have any concerns.
Okay, nor do I.
Me neither.
Great, thank you very much, everybody. I think, does that bring us down to the end? If we could just take a quick peek at the agenda, Adrian, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no, Low
Here
Beach.
we go.
Low Beach Road.
19 Low Beach. You?
Actually got the new dwelling at 49 Sankety first.
Oh,
Oh, the
yes,
new-
you do.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've
we
got
did that one first,
We did
Adrian.
that
Oh, that's
first.
right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we already did that. God, memory.
Okay.
So this is Lisa Holby's putting a house behind the house she already has.
Yes, yes.
Which
and
she
we
rents
saw-
out all summer.
And actually, she's renting right next door as we speak, the house, another house I caretake. Does that mean I have to sit out? No.
Oh, you mean she left next door to me? That's why the truck was in the front lawn the other day. Okay.
Let's see. So we've seen this before and there were revisions, I think. That's why we're seeing it again. I'm not sure. Like I said, I did not get a chance to.
There we go. Okay, so little roof change. Looks good. It's a pretty small house, little back cottage house.
I do remember us saying that we had hoped they would connect some of the items from the original house. I'm not sure how far that gets, but it does look like they just brought the
They brought the shed roof down.
shed
Yeah.
roof down.
And that's good.
Can we go to the profile view and see how that ended up working out? Okay, so the back stays the same, but it puts things in perspective for the front, how that roof just came down some.
Yep, and they upsized the second floor window and they put muttons in the
Slider.
sliding door, right? Which was a concern of ours.
Yeah. If he wants to go, or I can do it later.
Look at that with the garage right on the back of the house, so nobody sees it. Brilliant.
Imagine that.
Brilliant. Yeah, it looks like a nice, tight little winter house.
Seems good.
Great.
Well, they addressed my concerns.
Okay, great. If we don't have any concerns on this, then
May we adjourn?
I think,
Well, can I just say something? I was
Ab-
looking at the, I mean, this is just a comment. I was looking at the HDC's agenda for tomorrow. And there were things on it that I don't think we have seen before, but I could be wrong. Was that just, no, that was not, yeah, that was 19 Low Beach. So we've seen that. Is there a 9 Beach Street in Sconset? It says it's a main house addition.
There certainly is. Beach Street's a concern.
yeah,
Well, I
9
know.
feet-
And
9 feet
that's,
would be Codfish Park.
yeah. I don't know, that's not the Bank Street.
No, it's the
Another-
one that runs, it's the one that runs from Middle Gully to the ocean.
Right, that's Beach Street. Yeah. I don't know which one 9 is. I can't remember. But it's on their agenda and I don't think we've seen it.
We've seen
Um,
lots of change on Beach Street. I'm not sure which 9 is.
Yes, we have.
Okay, well, I will check into that and
There was another one, I mean, 25 Sankety Head.
that's North Sankety.
That's beyond the lighthouse.
Yeah,
Yes, and it was called for a demo, an addition and fenestration. So for a
Was
while,
that, I think that's the Haslam House.
well,
It
for a
is.
while, Sankety Head Road was out of our jurisdiction, except we incorporated it into our
Well, that's-
Yeah.
map,
Yeah, well,
our
we
total map.
did, but that hasn't been
But
discussed.
we've looked at we've looked at a house on Sankety Head Road recently that had those descriptions, and it was the Haslam House, and it's because they need to accommodate some of the change in the bluff.
All right, here's 9 Beach, Roberta Brown.
think that's
Main house addition.
Codfish Park, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. But
Well,
these are
what is-
just the ones that call my, and I couldn't open
Okay.
them up. So that's,
All right. Well, you
I
can't
don't know
open
if we
it.
can,
from that.
we can't
So-
see them now because they're not on our agenda, but
Okay, it's not on our agenda. So what I will do is I will look at them and.
Oh, that's top. It's top of design.
Yes,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
okay, everybody be quiet, please. Hang on. So I will look at that and, if it does come up, I will ask them to hold it for us.
okay.
There's one other
Oh,
property that
yeah.
we
12
mentioned last week,
Westerwood.
and that is the house on Lily. It might have been 10 Lily, but it was,
It's
there
the
was
brick
an
house.
addition on the front of the house that I could see it was on the agenda, but wasn't, that we hadn't reviewed.
I think that might be Lily in town.
No, it isn't. It's
It
because
isn't.
it says Brain/Ivy and they live on Lily Street in Sconset, but it was
Yeah.
just labeled as Lily Court.
Okay,
In other words, the S became a C by mistake. And then we didn't see it, but we should see it.
I think it got approved. But I'll check
I
that too.
hope not. It was a
An
shallow
historic,
pitched addition that was right on the front of the house.
that's an Underhill cottage.
Yes,
It
is.
was. I think it was, I'm not sure. I think it was Val Oliver's.
God, isn't it
I just
amazing?
used to them right there on me, so I didn't move a lot.
Yeah, no, the 10 Lily's not on this agenda.
Wow.
Ooh, look at that 64 Sankety Road. Have we seen that? That's a pool and a cabana.
64.
It's down where the arrow is. 9 and 10 under new business.
Oh, yeah. Good catches,
and
everybody.
there's, well, and there's
News-
Julia Mead. That is 8 Bayberry in Sconset.
Yeah, she's putting in a basement. The house has
Yeah.
never had
It-
one.
Did we see that?
No, did we? Well, we might have.
We saw Gerard's.
Yeah, this is next door. This is
yes,
this is the parents' house.
right, I understand that, but my question is, did we see it?
No.
Okay.
And so frequently, because, well, what happens a great deal is that they get on the agenda and we'll probably see them next week because, you know,
Oh.
people put in the application and they have to get on, they have to be on the agenda. And Holly and Esmeralda are sure that it's not going to be heard before we see it. So we'll
Okay.
probably see these next week and I will make sure that we do.
Thank
Great.
you.
So the
Yes.
the
And
That was
Tuesday,
my thing.
July 26th agenda. Yeah, the fourth item on the new business 7522 is, it does say 10 Lily Court. LILY CT addition.
Right, and I noted that, Rob, to you before you went away. And we
Yep.
discovered. Yeah,
Adrian, can you type in LILY CT?
they got the C is wrong. It's supposed to be an S.
Oh, well, right, but that's not what shows on the agenda.
Exactly. But given who the owners are, I mean, when it says, I think it was either under agent or whatever, that is revelatory to me.
Okay, so that's So what's the address that we're looking for? What's the address that we're looking for?
Did you see that?
10 Lily. And it
Thank you.
says court.
Oh my
It
God,
has-
the way you made that face.
Well,
yesterday.
I guess, so the fact that it's not on tomorrow's agenda,
No,
there is a,
no, it
Yeah,
was
there-
the one for July
And I was
26th.
like, no, I'm not gonna go out tonight, I'm not gonna do anything, but my friend's daughter
Okay,
decided.
okay. Okay, so this agenda that we're looking at, this is the agenda for tomorrow. The
Right.
fact that it's not on there,
That's
it
correct.
might- it's possible that it was approved somehow.
Yeah, it's on the agenda from July 26th.
Right, so
Yeah.
the fact that it's not on
Oh, okay.
tomorrow's, that means that there's a good chance that it was approved already.
Oh, I thought it was July.
I would have to verify, I would have to look at the minutes. for those meetings.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. It's only August first.
If you could please just be back in touch with the chair to let us know if it was held for our review or if it was passed without our review.
Okay, Will do.
9:30 in the
No
morning,
way.
coming
Lily.
down to the steamship. You know how you put your thing right.
Right.
Okay, anybody else?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Let's see, I'll take a motion for the approval of our comments.
So moved.
For a second in a row, too.
I just heard a second on that. Thank
Second.
you. Okay, all those in favor on the motion to approve?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. And I will now take a motion for
I'll
adjournment.
make that motion.
Sidewalk or something, you know, another one.
Thank you. The chair hears
Oh my
the
God.
motion, the second and all those in favor.
Aye.
Chair notes unanimous for, what's the word? Adjournment. Okay.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Rob.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Rob.
Adrian.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you, you're welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Adrian. Whew.
Place to go, I was in my side. I just sort of stopped as she passed